Okay, and welcome back. This is LaRod Smalls and Rise of the Black Warrior podcast. Now, we are concluding here in part number 3 in this 3-part series called The Warrior's Atrophy, Today's Crisis in Black America. Now, if you've been keeping up with this podcast series, you'll know that, how I deeply feel passionate about how atrophy has affected us as entrepreneurs, as fathers, as husbands, as leaders, as parents, and what is going on because we're not out taking action on the world the way that we were due to COVID-19, the separation of family, of people being disconnected from one another, from all of the facts that around the economy and people not being out working and doing the things that they're used to doing, even in competitions, in sports, all of the things that have made us great as a society, we are not participating in. And that has created a weakness in what we call the atrophy of the warrior, right? And as you know, the term atrophy is about getting weak because you don't use something, mostly referred to for organs or muscles. Now, as we conclude this, we're gonna share with you what it is that you can do and what I have found to resist, to fight against what this thing atrophy does to you. And that is fight. See, a warrior is about war, and war is about fighting. But you don't have to actually attack and hurt other people to be in a fight. But you need a reason in order to fight. See, a warrior has to have a flag. A warrior has to have a reason. A warrior has to be commissioned into a fight. The minute that we lose our commission into a fight, that's when we give up. See, in the peacetime, that is when a warrior gets weak. In peacetime, that is when a warrior loses his ability and his edge. But in wartime, when he has a reason to defend, when he has a reason to protect, when he has a reason to conquer, that is when he is at his strongest. That is when he's going after the things that mean most to him. That is when he is willing to risk it all. And now is the time. We as warriors have to step up like never before to find our fight. I heard this years ago. The minute you stop fighting for what you want, the thing you don't want automatically takes over. See, the minute that you stop going after those things that are important to you, when you stop going after your business like it means the world to you, when you stop serving your customer at the highest level, when you stop fighting for good health and for the ability for you to win in competition and for you to have a good looking body, the minute that you stop fighting for the relationship of your dreams with your spouse and stop fighting for peace and love, all of the opposites of those things start to take over. You start to have division and divorce. You start to have, conflict and fighting. You have separation from your kids. You start to lose business and customers. You start to lose money because your business is not performing. You start to lose health. And it's up to us to constantly stay in a space of wartime. Yes, there will be brief moments of peace. And yes, we do not want to be all the time in the middle of a fight. We don't all the time push forward. We have moments of pause, of reflection. But we cannot pause so long that we allow atrophy to set in and the weakness to attack us. You have to find your fight. There is a fight inside of you that you have to dig deep into, and you have to passionately connect to it so that you can always be in go mode. You are a warrior. That is why we started Rise of the Black Warrior, because Black men in America, we are in a state of crisis. We are in a state of crisis where we have to find our fight. We can't be complacent behind jobs and behind small incomes and businesses that are just feeding us. No, we have to fight for our communities, fight for our next generations, fight for our freedoms and our liberties, fight for justice. We have to fight And we have to fight for ourselves to be more accountable, to be more powerful, to be dominant, to be better husbands. We as men have to rise to be kings, warrior kings. And if we do not fight for it, there is no one else that's going to fight for it for us. No one is coming to save us. We are the answer to our own problem. Everything that's happening in our world, we are the answer to it. We don't need anyone else. We don't have to look outside of our community or outside of ourselves. The atrophy that will set in is allowed by us, which means that we are the same ones that get the opportunity to correct it. It doesn't matter which incident occurs in 2020. It doesn't matter if there's going to be another catastrophe where people are going to, go through turmoil of sickness, or a catastrophe where people are going to experience horrific amount of death and tragedy. There's no stopping the amount of incidents that could occur in this world. However, it is up to us for us to step forward into this world and be powerful and dominant. In America, the civil unrest and the protests continue for justice, for those who have been incarcerated, those who have been killed, those who are being abused on a regular basis at the hands of the police and of a system that is predicated and set up for corruption and injustice and inequality. But despite all of those effects and all of those circumstances, we can be dominant. If one of us can make it, all of us can make it. We just have to do it together. We need powerful accountability. When we stop being the victim and stop fighting to be victims and fight to be victors, we win. We have to choose our fight. I choose to be a warrior king. I choose to fight for my marriage every single day. I choose to fight for my relationship with my children. I choose to fight for a body that serves me. I choose to fight for a powerful income and powerful resources that sustain and support my family and my dreams. I choose to fight for the next generation. I choose to fight for you. That I should come on here and share with you powerfully ideas that can help move you, your family, your community, and everybody in your business forward. So now is the time. Now is the time for you to choose. What is your fight? This is wartime. Fighting is a powerful thing. And you as a warrior king get the opportunity to choose your fight so that atrophy could never set in, so weakness can never set in, and that you can dominate in all of the areas of life that matter most. Here at Rise of the Black Warrior, we are a tribe of men. We are a tribe of men that seek out excellence in all of the areas of life, the ones that matter most. And if that's you, if you're saying to yourself right now, hey, listen, I am looking for more, then you're looking for a tribe. Black Warrior King is that tribe. And if this message is calling out to you, I'm telling you to take the challenge. Go out to riseoftheblackwarrior.com. Step up to the challenge. Step up to yourself. Find your fight. You have to do this for yourself. You have to do this for your next generation. You have to do this for your family. Because if you don't, no one will do it for you. No one is coming to save you. You are the answer to your own challenges. Hey, God bless all of you. Thank you so much for tuning into this series. I hope that the Warriors Atrophy series has been a blessing to you. If you have not heard the other portions of this series, go back. You can check us on this podcast, youtube.com/Rise of the Black Warrior. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Rise of the Black Warrior, and definitely step up to the challenge, because we are ready to support you, to love you here in the Black Warrior King tribe. Be the very best that you can be. Thank you so much. If this was a blessing, share this with someone you know that is ready to find their fight.